Alright, my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I wanted to talk about something. So, it appears that Warner Brothers Discovery has said that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League did not meet expectations. They actually thought the game was going to do better, and I get it. Like, I hear the fans, I hear the communities, I hear the gaming media, but let's be frank. Let's be frank for a minute, man. We all knew, like we literally all knew that this game was not going to get a fair shot, no matter what. No matter what. Like it was doomed from the start. Nobody was going to give it a chance. Nobody was going to take the time to actually play this game and review it and give people a non-biased review of what this game was, including myself. Like when I first heard about it was Suicide Squad, I had tweeted negatively about it. I would say just make a Superman game. Nobody wants this. But being the gamer that I am and being the kind of person that I am, I actually bought the game and I played it and I really enjoy it. I really do enjoy the overall experience that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League had. It was fun traversal. The combat was fun. It was easy to get into. It was very engaging. It had a nice, good 11-hour story campaign that you could play through. It's still got a big open world with lots of like grinding missions and stuff like that you can go back to. I mean, it technically, in my opinion, is just as good, if not better, than Spider-Man 2. And here's the thing, and this is where I think that gaming is starting to fall short, and gamers are starting to just... I get the whole live service thing. Like, I get it. And I feel like gamers and the gaming media and everybody is just so quick to, like, turn against these games, and if it's not something that they want, they would much rather just spend that effort and that time trashing these projects. And that's fine for short-term personal gain. They would rather destroy something that we hate instead of actually give these companies, the constructive, critical feedback that they actually need. I've read a bunch of articles. I've read a bunch of comments, and it seems like nobody is willing to go out of their way and be like, okay, look, we get it, Rocksteady, we get it, Warner Brothers. We understand that everybody is trying to get into this live service market. We understand where you see like the rest of the field going. It only makes sense to try to take one of your better studios like Rocksteady or Monolith or somebody else and have them work on a live service game, and they take time to build these games out. And so is what happens is, now that the craze has pretty much peaked and we're starting to see a fall off and we're starting to see these games do really, really bad and not get, the player install base that they actually need for these, most of these games, especially when they come out for $70, that is such an ask for a game that might not be fully intact. And we've noticed that. We've seen that a lot with these live service games. They will come out and then they will spend months fixing them before actually delivering any kind of content. Well, see, here's the thing with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. It doesn't really need a lot of fixing at launch. And it was a good experience. There's plenty of stuff to get in there. I mean, yeah, maybe some tweaks to overall like progression or balancing or something like that, but not to the extent that we've seen a lot of these live service games launch. So when you actually take that at face value and be like, okay, this is actually kind of cool that you get into this game and you can play this as a single player all the way through the story. And it gives you, and it delivers. It more than delivers on that same experience that Spider-Man 2 came out with. There's no multiplayer in Spider-Man 2. It is a single-player open-world game. And, when you compare that to what Suicide Squad is, I don't know. I don't understand how one gets praised and the other one gets trashed. Because in my mind, they're both superhero games. They're both single-player experiences that can be fully enjoyed. And they have about the same runtime story-wise. And they both include a big open world game or big open worlds that you can explore and do all of that stuff. Yes, Spider-Man 2 is definitely more populated with NPCs and stuff, but due to the story of Suicide Squad, Metropolis is a lot more barren. So I get that aspect of it, but the outrage and the hate that Suicide Squad's gotten for what this game is, I don't think the ends justify the means, to be completely honest with you. I do think that this game is, I gave it a 10. Like, I enjoyed the story, I enjoyed the characters, it's some of the best character design I've ever seen. I love the open world, it looks incredible, the traversal was awesome, the combat was fast and fluid, and it felt good, it felt fun to play, I felt powerful. All of those things that you want from a superhero game, you want to feel empowered, and you want to feel powerful, you want to feel like you are able to take down lots of enemies. Because I mean, we've all heard the complaints about Spider-Man 2. It's like, dude, these are regular people, and it takes Spider-Man like 15 hits to knock him out. Yeah, dude, it's a lot more concise with Suicide Squad. You feel tougher, and so I mean, I just, like I said, I don't understand the way that gamers in the gaming media. It's almost like they all coalesce to the same thought pattern, and like, the media, it's almost like the media, the corrupt gaming media, just sits on Twitter and waits to listen to like people complain about it. Like me, and I could have potentially been part of that, being like, no man, I don't want a Suicide Squad. Because let's think about it, dude. I never cared about the Suicide Squad until I played this game. And now that I've played this game, I'm like, okay, dude, these guys are actually pretty cool. That was pretty fun. I like these characters now. That's good. It reintroduced these characters to a wider spectrum of gamers out there that probably didn't care like I didn't care, and now all of a sudden I care. I like King Shark, I like Captain Boomerang, I like Deadshot, I like Harley Quinn, obviously. So it's like now these characters are on my radar, and I'm like, okay, cool. The way they did the story, the way they handled all of that stuff, I feel like it turned out pretty good. And to watch this, Rocksteady getting so much hate for this, even and to watch, especially with all the layoffs that are going around right now in the gaming sphere, when you hear something like that, when you hear about a company or a studio, that's made amazing games that we've all loved, get treated so poorly over a design decision that literally every company out there is doing. I mean, even Sony is full bore on the games as service thing. So when you hear of beloved studios getting trashed so hard over trying to get into over trying to get in on that and not making what you as a single player gamer want, I feel like they did a good job at building out a games as service game with a compelling, fun, long story to play, as well as still being able to launch that in pretty dang good shape with plenty of stuff to do after you've completed the campaign. Like, I was pretty happy with that. I was very happy with that, actually. So it does kind of suck to think that maybe Rocksteady might not be around much longer, to think that, Rocksteady staff might get cut down because of this. That really sucks, man, because we know these vulture companies, these billionaire corporations are out there to trim the fat as much as they can right now, and that really sucks. I would have loved to seen Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League do better. In my mind, it's actually in my mind right now, for all of February, that is the best game that I've played all February. Easily, 100% best game I've played all February. And yeah, I would like to see it do better. So hopefully when it goes on sale, maybe you guys will give it a shot, because I do believe it is worth playing. I said the same thing about Gotham Knights back in the day when everybody was trashing that, and it turns out that, oh my gosh, Gotham Knights is actually a pretty good game. Turns out that Suicide Squad is going to be a good game, but yeah, it does suck. It did launch next to Pal World. It did launch next to Enshrouded. All of these other games, there's been a lot of games that have come out in February, and it is a really tough sell to get a games as a service game out there. I mean, I instantly fell in love with Suicide Squad. I can't fall in love with Helldivers 2. I've tried multiple times, but that game's getting praise, and it's got broken servers and all kinds of stuff. And here you go, man. Suicide Squad comes out, does damn good, and everybody just jumps on the hate train. So you got to ask yourself, man, as a gamer, are you going to let these freaking corrupt media and these clickbait YouTubers and other content creators that literally do this stuff to stir hate and to stir negativity just to kill these games? Or are you going to play these things for yourself and actually find out if this is something that you like and if it's something that you want to play? I haven't had one person that's bought the game on my recommendation yet come back and say they hated it. So that's pretty good, man, because it is kind of hard. Like, I get it, dude. It's hard being a content creator and recommending a $70 live service game as an okay buy and saying that it's a 10. Like, I get that, dude. That... But I stand firm, man. I'm unshaken in my assessment of that. I gave Spider-Man 2 a 10, and I liked Suicide Squad significantly more than I did Spider-Man 2. So yes, it is only fair that I give the game the fair rating, the proper rating, and the recommendation to buy it. Of course, I like it. I bought 2 copies of it, and I will still keep playing it. So, all right, my friends, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Mama's over there looking at me like she wants to go to sleep. So, let me go ahead and end this video. We'll see you guys in the next one.